Guys, episode 3 might have just saved this whole anime from being absolute trash, bro. Because I just finished watching episode 3, and guys, it was a night and day difference from episode 2. Because since I clicked episode 1, this is probably the first time I've ever felt, like uncomfortable watching something. Or, like, I was just watching it, I was like, bro, what the? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this got a creepy low-key. But they legit almost crushed this whole series in one episode. Which I know may kind of sound extreme, but when there's only 4 episodes in this series, or at least to my knowledge, is only supposed to be 4, that's like a fourth of the anime being trash. But circling back to episode 3, they fixed a lot of the issues that we just saw in the last episode. Which actually, let's circle back to what we saw in episode 2, because hey, listen, we didn't forget. We did not forget. But before we actually get started on that, I actually gotta be careful on what I show, because the executives must have saw my video after 2 days, and they decided to shorten my check, bro. And right now my refrigerator is looking like a display model, so I need all that I can get. But pretty much though, in episode 2, we saw an 80% drop in quality compared to episode 1. Again, I saw what they were trying to do with the art style. The movement was different, but I felt like it just added on to the different kind of style that we were seeing. And for the most part, it helped set the tone on what this anime is gonna be. And the black and white just, like, it just made it beautiful. But then, just like the Fire Nation, episode 2 dropped, and it just ruined everything. Again, y'all, the difference in the animation, it was just crazy. Like, I don't know what backstreet they found those animators from. They were not it, okay? Everything was 3D, CGI, like, the movements were blocky. The characters didn't look like they were actually on the screen. Like, they looked like they were just running in place and just kind of moving, like, or like zooming the images, you feel me? Like, that whole episode was on some off-type shit, bro. Like, it was just weird. Plus, we know that this was years in the making. So how is this years in the making, only 4 episodes, and y'all released that dog, bro? I still, you know what? I said this in my last video. I ought to slap the dog thinking that was okay to produce. Like, you could have waited. You honestly just could have waited. But I just watched episode 3, and guys, it was a major comeback, because the animation was pretty much the same, if not close to what we saw in episode 1. And the story, to me, like, this one was probably one of the creepiest things I've seen. The whole hospital scene where, like, the whole mosquito situation going on, and all the ladies were trying to, drill literally holes into the people's necks. Like, they weren't just trying to bite it to get some blood, you know what I'm saying? And they had to drill a whole hole, like a well. Like, they're trying to, like, dig for water or something like that. I don't know, but like, and then just, like, that was just creepy, y'all. And just like the way they were drawn, like how psychotic they look. Then what I really think that like packed the biggest punch was when the babies that just got delivered were talking about how they want to go back inside the mom. So I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying, how is this gonna work, or what they're gonna do? And then when the doctor came out and they saw what they did, they actually put the baby back inside in the stitch. Yo, that was weird. That was weird, bro. That was wild. That was creepy. I'm not gonna hold you, like, that right there, like, that was good. Like, yo, I can only imagine just seeing that. Like, you could just tell if this wasn't black and white, that'd be like one of the bloodiest scenes. So this episode definitely saved it when it comes to the horror and the animation. Which, real quick, if you guys are enjoying this video, if you guys would do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to 5K, and I know with the power of friendship, I know with the help, me and you, we can get there. Right? Much appreciated, and let's get back to the video. But there's a reason why I say that this anime is still barely like meeting the expectations. And that's because there's still fast pacing in this anime. At the whole beginning to middle of this episode when they're all in the hospital, I feel like that was pretty good. Then we hop to the Eye of the Storm, which, I was understanding, and I thought it was kind of crazy how the girl got sucked up into it and then fell and died, right? But then when our main characters get sucked into the Eye of the Storm, I'm over here thinking, okay, they're probably not gonna make it back, you know what I'm saying? Because the lady that was just in there, died. But no, they just cut to a scene of them on the ground completely fine. Just, knocked out, I guess, that's what happens when you fall from the sky. And then now they're in this house, and like, again, I feel like it was quick development. And the way they're talking about how, like, oh, they're talking to each other's neighbors and all that kind of stuff, like, I feel like we missed a lot of scenes. And so when the creepy stuff was happening to the neighbors' houses and everything, I didn't feel that, like, oh shit, what's going on? Because it just, like, happened. So it kind of lost its edge, you know what I'm saying? Like, at first I was like, yo, what is going on? And now I'm just like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, confused what? Like, I'm not creeped out kind of what? I'm just like, wait, why'd they do this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm more confused. So I feel like that kind of takes away a little bit of the anime, which I kind of figured they'd be skipping a little bit because, there's only going to be 4 episodes. And granted, I don't really know how long, the book was, like, the story was, but I heard the story was short too. But, I still figured they're going to skip a couple things because it's not going to be a full series. But for the most part, though, episode 3 got my attention back, and now I just got to see how episode 4 is, okay? Episode 4, if they continue at least the same kind of energy episode 3 has, then I think that we're gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't just waste completely all our times. Now, if they had dropped the abomination that they drop in episode 2 and episode 3, raps. And with that said, hope you guys have a good day and stay weebin'.